Hi there, Cheryl Anderson here. This is my very first live, so it's going to be quite short, just so I can get out what I need to say, and then I'll come back and I'm a bit more polished. Okay, my name's Cheryl Anderson, and as some of my friends know and some of my family know, I took a big step forward this year, and I've done some training so that I can help follow my passion, which is I really want to help women. I am so tired of seeing women treat themselves as objects, to be happy to be treated as an object. This scares me. Object, subject, there's a very big difference here. And I think what's happening now is there's an enlightenment coming about where women are realizing that the little voice inside has been telling them the truth. The voices they hear on the outside via media or some do-gooders. Everyone has family that think they're doing the right thing by telling you the obvious truth that, you're already struggling with anyway. What I really want to see on this planet is a surge forward for women where whatever they're feeling, whatever is inside can come out without worry that someone might think you're a loser, you're stupid, you don't count. You're an emotional nut job. I mean, there's so many women locked up, tied up inside in this emotional knot that is just, it's so unnatural. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, back to what I do now. I've done this really amazing course, which now makes me what is called a creatrix transformologist. Now, this is an amazing female-brained method that I'm going to read something to you. It's actually probably a lot more succinct if I do this. It was written by the lady who has taught me and over 100 other women to become facilitators in this very program. Oh, hello, Lenny. Hi, Kay. Oh, Chris and Beatrice. Hello. Wow. I actually thought I would get away with doing this and no one would see it. Anyway, listen, Creatrix. So what is Creatrix? I'm just going to read this right beside my screen. So what is it? Now, Creatrix is an adventurous virtual reality process that's done with your eyes closed that causes you to unlearn your issues at the very root until they drop away, until they're no longer needed, and they get replaced with the much higher emotional and mental intelligence, right? Mental intelligence. First, the focus and the care factor shift through this process. Then the beliefs become productive instead of sabotaging, right? Now, women, we know, like, if you don't put the right info in there, the brain just starts making stuff up just to put in there, just to fill the gap. It's like a sandwich without anything in it. And the unconscious mind says, oh, I know what I can put in there. And most of the time, if we don't feed it properly, it's other rubbish that other people have put into our lives and into our minds. And that's what we start thinking, it's pretty dangerous. Anyway, then it changes the thoughts and the entire perspective, right? And finally, the strategies are replaced. For when encountering all your old triggers and they no longer fire anymore. So what's happening is you're going into the mind, you're just changing the dialogue from the rubbish, the rotten, limiting rubbish that you've been listening to for years, the crap you've picked up from when you were a little kid, maybe at school, maybe the neighbour. Like I said, there's a lot of well-intentioned people that think they're telling you good things or they're actually just usually copying what they went through. So it's about getting rid of these beliefs so that you can free yourself up. I went through this myself and I can tell you, as sure as my butt points south, I'm just below there. I'm around the equator, so my butt pointing south's a bit different for some. Anyway, I used to have, so I've noticed, it's even more obvious now, I had anger issues, huge anger issues. I just thought I was pretty comfortable with anger, right? And that I would be angry at times. Well, no, I was a very angry person. I hid a lot of it and I stuffed it down. And I was really impatient. So those two, these are just the two I'm just going to come up with now, were so in my life in so many places I can't even tell you. And it wasn't until I addressed them through this Creatrix process and eliminated them. And then I came back to my regular life, my regular day-to-day and my regular home where, I do stuff sometimes just routine, washing, cleaning, cooking. So the same sort of scenarios I would bump into each day that I was dealing with beforehand. Now, I can tell you, I actually wake up now without a sense of dread in the mornings. I used to wake up and it was this horrible emotional feeling of just there. It was dark, it was dead, it was horrible, I didn't like it. And it's a really shitty way to start your day, I've got to say. Like before you even open your eyes, you're already having a crap day. Doesn't make it much easier, does it? Now, what I found was the anger, and the impatience had absolutely crippled me. I didn't even know. I had no idea how much darkness was in my mind and how angry I was at myself for being in that situation and how dark everything was, you know. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I've gotten a little bit off track. This process, simply, I had, for those two issues that have governed my life and created situations that were just shitful, they were gone within about 90 minutes. Now, this is during my course when we were going through this and doing it. So 90 minutes. 90 minutes. I got rid of this stuff that had absolutely, like I said, crippled me. It was just, I noticed it in my face because it's nearly like emotional Botox. Once you get rid of that stuff that you're hiding, because you hide it, you think you're hiding it really well. I thought I was hiding it really well. I thought I was, being so good, stuff it down, smile, smile, smile. You don't. It's like something Dr. Phil said years ago, about holding beach balls under the water. Imagine you're waist deep in water and each beach ball is a problem that you've got in your life, right? They vary in sizes because our emotional dramas vary in size. Now imagine you get one the size of a basketball, right, this big, so that's one emotion. Pick whatever it is, we've all got them. Push that under the water, hold that under the water, then something else happens in your life. So there's another one. And just imagine they're all different sizes, big, small, small. Imagine literally trying to hold these underwater. Now, 2 is not so bad, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 100 different issues. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. You can have that many. So here you are, so contorted and ridiculously out of shape, trying to hold all this stuff down, right? This is just a metaphor. You can understand that really you might think you're looking all cash, looking all cool, you're here, the water's here, you're looking all nice, or you're frantically trying to hold everything down. Well, you can't hide it. It shows on your face, it shows out of you, it shows your home, your body reflects this out. So there is no hiding it. There is no trying to pretend it's not there, which takes me back to the emotional Botox. Once you clear these things out, actually everything changes. Body issues change, mental issues change, obviously, but your face, women, your face changes. It looks a lot better. Everything functions better because you start to remove this insidious, horrible, mucky, toxic crap out of your thought process. So anyway, going back to why I started my first live video, is I'm doing this process now on women. It's an amazing thing. It's a world's first. It has not been done anywhere else in the world. It was written by a woman here in Australia, Marilyn Shermer. Her name is Maz. We all call her Maz. Brilliant stroke of genius by this woman to come forward and start to make this program, this method that clears us of limiting beliefs, of that ridiculous negative mind chatter that goes on. It's like a little wheel, and there's that little hamster just talking, blather, blather, blather. It's always talking you down. It never usually talks you up at all. So anyway, this amazing process written by a woman, for women, because women's brains are very different to men's, and it's not anything against either gender. They are simply different, very different. Now, what I'm doing is I'm releasing, a program in these coming weeks, 2 programs actually. So I wanted to pop on here and to start to do a bit of a prelude, introducing myself and letting everybody know, like I said, family, friends, and the broader community, my Facebook friends, which God love you, vary widely from games I used to play to, just quotes or different things that I follow. So that's what I want to say. So I'll be back on in, a little while to give you a little bit more of an update on how it's going, what's going on, and just where I'm at with it all. That's about it, And I've just clocked the 10 minutes. I'm really surprised. I thought I'd do 2 minutes and that would be it. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here and listening. And for the people who listen to this afterwards, I can be contacted obviously by instant message on Facebook here. This is about women. There is a male version of Creatrix and it's called Innovatrix. I will put up links for that as well because men need help as well. This is a world full of, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. It's about suppressing and oppressing people. So men didn't get left out of that, sadly. So, but I'm here to focus on the women. So that's what I'm going to come back and do. I want to thank you very much for spending the time, investing the time listening to my video. It's been really fun and I look forward to coming back again later. Bye. Thanks.